Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love boxing, MMA, combat sports, whatever, as much as I do. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry later this month. Um, I'm gonna surprise a lot of people with this pick. I'm gonna go with Jake Paul. The only reason I'm picking him to win this fight is because it's boxing, and Jake Paul has had. And look, you gotta overlook. You can't. I mean, I understand you can't really overlook the quality of opponents Jake Paul has had. Yeah, they're big names, but they weren't really true boxers with a lot of experience. But you also gotta look at Jake Paul as not up until this point didn't really have much more boxing experience than the guys he's boxed either. So at this point, you'll have to say he does have plenty of experience in boxing. Now, again, I'm not saying it's world championship level experience, but it's still valuable experience, anyways. And he has proven he can fight, he's proven he can take a punch, and he's proven to be a smart fighter with the way he fights. So I'm picking Jake Paul because of his experience. And again, Mike Perry is on paper a bad matchup for Jake Paul. I agree. Mike Perry has fought a lot. He has some heavy hands, whether it's been MMA gloves or bare knuckle. I just think the boxing thing for him will be a disadvantage. And I don't think Mike Perry is going to put Jake Paul out early like he would somebody else or be able to do it to him. I think Jake Paul is going to use his length, his reach. I think Jake Paul is going to outsmart Mike Perry. And this will be a big win for Jake Paul because Jake Paul is going to earn some respect beating a guy who's known to knock people out, knock people's teeth real loose, and beat other people. So I think Jake Paul deserves the respect he should be getting in boxing, and I think he wins a very close decision. Again, as far as who hits harder, obviously Mike Perry hits a lot harder. But Jake Paul still does have some hands. He's proven to be able to avoid getting hit sometimes. And I think he's going to be able to utilize his reach. He's going to utilize that jab a lot and be able to circle away from Mike Perry most of the fight. He'll avoid getting hit with the big punches. I think Mike Perry is going to swing a lot and miss. The hits he lands will hurt Jake Paul, and they'll do damage. But again, Jake Paul will, I think he'll out-strategize and outsmart Mike Perry. Because if you look at his fights in MMA, and whatever future fights he may lose, Mike Perry wasn't really beaten by a better fighter. He was just outsmarted, if that makes sense. So I think he gets outsmarted in this fight, and Jake Paul wins a very close decision. I think the only debate in the decision will be how Mike Perry hit him harder with the hits he hit him with. A lot like Tyron Woodley in his first fight with Jake Paul. But Jake Paul should win this fight by decision.